Welcome to the channel. I'm Costa Mundia, your host. Today I want to talk about 3 reasons why you should consider starting a farm. I know there are a lot of us that always want to start farms, that have been thinking of starting farms, but we are being discouraged for several reasons. However, today I want to encourage you why you should actually consider setting up a farm. What is the first reason why I'm proposing that you set up a farm or you consider setting up a farm? The first thing is that a farm can help you improve the nutritional value of your family. As you may be aware, the world is going organic or reduction in the amounts of chemicals that we apply in our plants and also the amounts of pesticides that we apply on our different crops. And because of that, when you engage in farming at whatever level, it means you'll be able to regulate some of these things. Let me give you an example. Most of us buy our vegetables from the market. Even just considering farming of vegetables, a bed or 2 or 3 or 4 for your family usually is seen to be a problem. But imagine today you got your seeds, you do your nursery, when it grows, you manage everything, push in only limited amount of pesticides, fertilizers, where possible go fully organic. What this entails is that as a family, you'll be consuming food that is very nutritious and also free of contamination due to pesticides and fertilizers. As we speak, there are a lot of us at times having running stomachs where we develop some diarrhea, which is inexplicable. You cannot even explain why you think you should have developed diarrhea. Some of these problems are coming from the fertilizers that we take before they are even processed by these plants. Someone will apply fertilizer today, and within the next 3-4 days, they are already harvesting and taking to the market. As the people that are dependent on markets, we simply consume those particular products without knowing what has gone in there and when they should have been safer for us to consume. Apart from that, there are also still a lot of us that also buy from markets, as I've said earlier. We don't even know when they last applied those pesticides, what their expiry dates are or periods are. For example, it's possible for a farmer to apply a pesticide for 21 days. And then, since they are under pressure, either financially or just desire to sell, they are able to harvest that particular crop, for example, vegetables, and bring them to the market. When we go to the market, we are not able to test these things. Therefore, we end up buying those particular products in that particular state. And because of that, even if we wash, some of those pesticides and insecticides, they are systemic, they are still inside the crop. Then we end up eating those particular pesticides and insecticides. So meaning our part of being healthy is already being compromised. However, if we have our own garden, which I consider to be part of agriculture, running your own garden, whether it's backyard, a commercial garden, or a smaller or medium-sized garden, that is still agriculture. So even at your home, no matter how small your yard is, please consider engaging in farming where you do your few crops at that particular place. That will help you live a nutritious life, which is free of pesticides, fertilizers, and even damaging insecticide to our lives. So that is the first point why I'm recommending that you should consider going into agriculture or considering setting up a farm, which can take a form of a backyard garden, a medium-sized garden, or a commercial garden. You can also take up setting up of these other things like livestock. If you consider setting up a livestock farm, either on your plot, which can be in form of beds. For example, you can keep broilers on a very small space. For those who may not know what you need to consider for you to set up. For example, as a family, you can rear maybe even 40, 50 broilers or 20. That is still manageable, and that will help you improve the way you manage your family. Therefore, apart from what I've stated, there is also another reason why we must all consider venturing into agriculture. The second reason is because agriculture, or setting up a farm, or farming, is a source of income